Hey everybody, this is Olga with AskYourself.org, and today I'm using actually a new camera that I got on New Year's from my husband. I'm really hoping that you can hear me and you can see everything well. And I'm sorry if I sound all stuffed up, it's probably because I am, because we've been sick for like a week. Anyways, so welcome to this video. Today I'm going to do a message that you need to hear right now. So if you felt drawn to this video, this one's for you. So go ahead and choose one of these three piles. This is pile number 1, pile number 2, and pile number 3. And when you're done, you can go ahead and see the timestamps below the video so you can go straight to yours. I think this one's going to be pretty quick. I'm only going to do 4 cards. But let's see what we got. I'm actually really curious to see how this video will turn up on this new camera. Please let this be a good one. Okay. So, pile number 1, with this gorgeous heart. Okay, hopefully you can see all these well. We have stand your ground, triumph, victory and success, and humor. So to me, this one is a very clear message of you pursuing whatever the heck you've been really wanting to pursue. If there were some kind of uncertainties, if you've been hearing other people doubt what you're doing, if you've been feeling down, if you have been just generally unsure if you should proceed, it looks like you absolutely should proceed and stand your ground and not let anyone else affect what you're doing, in your opinion. Because look how awesome this is. You have triumph and victory and success. It looks like you're going to be very successful at whatever it is that you're trying to achieve, but it's really important for you to be very firm about it and believe in yourself and find this inner strength to go on and to not listen to anyone else giving their opinions about what you should be doing or should not be doing. So I encourage you to consider whatever it is that came to your mind as I was saying this. That's probably what this relates to. And it could be anything from a relationship to your career to anything in between. So just something that you've been debating maybe and feeling unsure, but now is like the time to act and finally do this, whatever it may be. And also keeping it light and humorous, and I feel like humor is a very underrated thing, honestly. Like in most of our lives, I feel like it's such an amazing emotion. It's such a great way to like diffuse any difficult situation. So I really hope you do use humor in your endeavor and choose to focus on the lighter side of life. And who knows, maybe you want to become a stand-up comedian too. So maybe this is why we're getting these cards. But if that's the case and it relates to humor in that way, then certainly this is also a confirmation of going with your heart and doing what you feel is right for you. And for some reason I'm feeling that you might be feeling alone in this and maybe not supported enough, but you are always supported. Just remember that, and I will never grow tired of reminding you of that. You are always supported. Even if you don't feel it on this material plane, then spiritually there's always someone out there looking out for you and helping you out through things. You're not in this alone, okay? You're not really alone. So whatever it is that you need to get the courage to pursue, the cards are saying that now is the great, perfect time to do this. Not looking back, not listening to anyone else who's doubting you, even if it's yourself. And also using a lot of humor along the way and just letting the situation unveil in whatever way it's gonna unveil, and just hoping for the best, just seeing that you have this great potential to create something or become something amazing and something you've been really wanting. I think that's it for now. Thank you so much for watching. I know this is a really short reading. I just wanted to do something quick and sweet, and also to test out my camera as well. And I really hope this resonated with you. And if you're interested in a more personal reading, feel free to reach out via AskYourself.org. Sending you so much love and light and humor, and wishing you all the best. Thank you so much for watching. And now we're moving on to pile number 2 with this beautiful white heart. Okay. Okay, my people, with pile number 2. So I'm sensing that you have been really trying to hustle a lot to make sure that you're getting enough money for everything that you need, and that you're kind of in the state of waiting for your recognition and reward, however you picture that in your life. But it seems like you've been doing a few different things and getting kind of impatient. And I think the main message from these guys is that you really need to consider the importance of patience, okay? And the fact that, unfortunately, in this material plane, there is a big delay between our wishes, our thoughts, our intention, and what we reap, okay? So I'm getting that you have not been resting enough, that you've not been taking enough time to just relax and just be you and just enjoy the moment, and just taking time to really reflect and look back in your life and just chill out, basically, you know? I'm sensing that you've been going like non-stop, and you're probably burned out, and yet you're still not at the place where you want to be. So I think the strongest message here is that it will come with patience, and don't underestimate the value of you taking the time off just to reflect, to rest, to maybe reevaluate some of the things that you're doing, and maybe some of them you don't even need to be doing anymore, but you are because you think that you have to. I know it's hard to take this approach of patience and accepting everything as it happens, accepting that it happens in divine order, because we say, like, screw divine order, I need it to happen right now, like when I need it to happen. But we don't know, like most of the time we don't see the big picture, okay? We don't know why this is happening as it is, why it's unveiling slower than we would like. So I just urge you to trust that it's actually happening exactly as it should be right now, even if it's hard to believe that. And even if you keep thinking to yourself, well, by now I should have been here and not here. By now I should have gotten this, but I don't have anything to show for it. Like, I've been working so hard and I'm still waiting and waiting and waiting. Think of it as all being a part of this lesson for this life. Think of it as being your exercise and trust in the divine. Because if you really do trust the divine, these worries are not going to be as pertinent. They're not going to get to you as much, because you will know that, hey, like, yeah, maybe it's taken a while, but I know it's going to come. I know that all of this is not for nothing, and I've been working hard, and things are going to come my way. Maybe not as fast as I would like them to, though. So again, I just want to empathize that if you've been working hard and not seeing the results that you would like, take heart and take some time to really rest and relax and just reflect on what you actually need and want. It's always interesting to do that, because sometimes when you kind of take the time to look back and observe a situation from a side, then you might come to some realizations that might actually make your job easier, you know? You might realize that, hey, like, I don't really need to do this anymore. Like, why am I even doing it? You just might see the situation in a different light and from a different perspective, and that always helps, because especially if you're feeling stuck and like you're not being rewarded enough or fast enough for what you've been doing. My other point, I guess, would be that, you know, whatever it is that you're doing, hopefully you're doing this because you have a very clear goal in mind, and it's not just for the reward or recognition, okay? You're doing this because your heart is calling you to do this, because you understand and feel like this is really important for someone who will be using your services. And so I do encourage you to become more patient with yourself and with what's happening right now, and do it because you actually feel called to do it. Do it because this makes your heart feel warm and fuzzy, you know? Not for any other reason, because the money hopefully will come, and it's going to be kind of like a pleasant side effect of what you're doing, but it's never going to be the goal. And so that's important. I feel like that's really important when you're doing something that you care about, something that you're passionate about, and you're doing something to serve others. So I think that's about it for today. I know it's been really short. Hopefully this message resonated with you guys, and I'm sending you so much love and light. And if you'd like a personal reading, please reach out to me via askyoursoul.org. Otherwise, have an awesome day. If you enjoyed this video, please consider subscribing to my channel. It would honestly mean a lot to me. Okie dokes. Now we are going to move to pile number 3. Let's see what we have for you. Okay, from these, I'm feeling that maybe you have been feeling discouraged and overwhelmed with what's been going on. Maybe you're going through like spiritual turmoil and you're not sure how to move on from this place and how to get to where you want to be. Maybe you don't even know where you want to be. And that's fine. That's okay. It's all part of life. But what you're being asked is that you please try to stay as aware as possible and as hopeful as possible about what's going on in your life. So if everything feels like a mess right now, if everything feels maybe even hopeless, and maybe you're like in this tumultuous period of like waiting and trying to figure things out and not knowing how to get through something that's been a big challenge in your life, you are being asked to really stay as focused and as spiritually aware as you can possibly be, and actually taking more responsibility about the role that you're playing in the situation. I know that's probably the hardest thing, like for me personally, it's got to be the hardest thing when you're going through a difficult time. And again, like I never want to say anything to kind of like not blame the victim, but to make you feel like it's all your responsibility and only you have power to change this and you're not doing enough or something like that. I think that's bullshit. I think we all have our personal responsibility, and a lot of the time we can't really change anything about the situation, like physically, you know, but we can always change the way we look at it. Always. So that's our responsibility. That's our main spiritual lesson to work on, because whatever is going on, it's really hard. Like when it's been a challenge, it's really hard to stay focused and positive about it and not give up and just keep going and believing that, hey, this is going to change. Nothing ever stays the same. Nothing's forever. And as hard as it might seem right now, what you're going through, you are eventually going to get to a better place. But you do possess the power and the free will to create your own happiness. It doesn't mean that literally everything is under your control. You can do whatever the heck you want and that nothing is really preventing you from doing that. So just like put on your big girl pants and like do this or whatever, you know, or big boy pants or whatever. No, it's about you staying strong through this challenging period of turmoil and having this shaky ground underneath and not knowing like how things are really gonna go. And being okay with it and trusting that it will get better, it will get easier for you. There's not a lot of things that are more important than having hope when you're going through a tough situation. And I just want to encourage you to really find this place in your heart that gives you hope, to really lean into it and to know that you're going to get through this, and to know that no matter how challenging whatever you're going through is, as long as you are accepting full responsibility for yourself and how you're seeing the situation and how you're processing it and how you reframe it in your mind, as long as you do that, everything is going to work out, everything is going to be fine, everything is going to get better. So yeah, I think hopefully this resonates with you, and I hope that this message first and foremost gives you hope that things are going to get better, and it also gives you an opportunity to claim some of your personal power, okay? And remembering that even if you can't control things on the outside, you can always work on yourself and control the way that things appear to you and reframe some of the negative views to become more positive or more neutral. And it doesn't have to happen immediately, especially after something has just happened and you're still kind of trying to like get through this and get over it, and it's really hard. But after a certain period of healing time, when you feel ready, you have everything it takes to get through this and to know that it's gonna get easier for you with time. So, hopefully this resonated with y'all, and if you'd like a personal reading, please feel free to reach out to me via askyoursoul.org. I'm wishing you an amazing day or night, and sending you so much love and light, and just know that there's always someone out there who's going through a similar situation as you, and no matter how lonely it feels, you really are not alone. You really aren't. So stay strong, and thank you so much for watching, and hopefully I'll see y'all soon in my other readings. Okay, have an awesome one. Bye!